Sing ciao, everybody. Welcome back. You're watching Vietnam Steve. And of course, I've got a good one for you today. I'm out on the 5 at 5 and I forgot to put the watch on, so I'm just going to try and do that. No. He says, do I want to ride on his taxi? No. Somehow I've got to get my watch going. I'll have to do that when I stop this segment and go to the next one. Trying to bang in the 5 kilometres. I've been a bit slack. The watch is telling me would I like to do a workout, so I'll click yes on that. I'm going to put my hand over the front of the camera because it's the easiest way to do it. And we're away. Sing ciao. Mr. Super Friendly. All right, today's topic. Haven't got any dot points today, but what I wanted to bounce off you was the perceived decline of the West and everything that means. And this is going to be a bit noisy walking along here, so I apologise for that in advance. But you get the real raw Vietnam when you're listening to Vietnam Steve. So there's a couple of things that I notice is happening that seems to me that, you know, the historical West as we know it is changing. And a couple of those things stand out to me because I spend so much time here in the East. And what I find in the East is that, well, that was a bit rude. I got a phone call from a good mate of mine. He's a interesting gentleman. He's a Indian heritage, but an Australian guy, and lives in Japan with a Japanese wife, but is working in Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City. So quite a confusing background there. But needless to say, like myself, he travels the world and enjoys life. Now let's get back to talking about the difference between the East and the West and what I've noticed. You're going to have to hold that thought because being as popular as I am, I've got people messaging me, I've got phone calls coming through. I'm just going to have to pause Vart creation for the next little while and deal with some of the fans. So the phone is sending me messages. It's rung a couple of times, and needless to say, can't get my thoughts straight on where we're going. So I'll finish this one off, and I may even have a costume change because I'm sweating like a one-armed bricklayer in Baghdad at the moment, and this shirt is soaked. Sing ciao. She says, sing ciao, good morning. So welcome back. Finally got my wits about me here today. And we'll finish off this VARD about the decline of the West. So first things first, it's the economics of it all. You know, living in the West, things are very, very expensive for the amount of money that we earn. And compared to the East, where people seem to have a lot more disposable income. So I don't know if that's a decline of the West or it's just a function of becoming more advanced. Sing ciao. The boys, sing ciao Vietnam. The boys out having a beer. It's about 4 o'clock. I thought I'd just head up and get a juice and finish this one off for you. So the first thing that leads me to think there's some sort of decline happening where I come from is that it's bloody more expensive where I come from, and a lot easier to operate in a place that's less expensive. And even for the people here, you know, these houses aren't cheap, but they've come down generation by generation, and the wealth has been accumulated. Going up here past the market, so no doubt I'll get a gazillion people calling out to me. Let's see how we go. Second one on the hit parade seems to be the social unrest. You know, where I come from, there's a lot of people not happy with the way things are going. And there's a lot of protests and groups getting together to take the government on. And where I am here, I don't see that happening. People seem to be a lot more contented with their lot in life, and a lot more contented in focusing on their family and not things that they can't control. I did attend a session this morning where a strategic analyst from Australia was waxing lyrical about all the threats that are coming to Australia, and he was talking about Russia attacking NATO and China having a crack at Taiwan. And I couldn't for the life of me think what that had to do with Australia, but for some reason Australia seems to have been able to put themselves between Russia and NATO and China and Taiwan. It's just illogical to do that, but we seem to manage. Another one is just the influence of the West. I think the influence is just waning. You know, the West is talking, but no one's listening. And I don't know what's brought that about. It might be a post-plague thing, that we just don't listen to the overlords anymore. That's every man for himself. And so I think that influence that was once there, I'll just change hands here, once there, once before, has disappeared. Technology has narrowed that gap. Oh, what a great garden here. And Ding Chow. Have a look at that lady's garden there. They are cabbages and things growing right there. The other thing is technology has narrowed the gap. So whereas the haves and the have-nots had a big gap between them, technology's caught up. And you know, one of the concerns I have here in Vietnam is that what have they got other than technology? Because technology enables them to compete. But if there's no technology, are they really back in the Stone Age? The internet here is probably 10 times faster than what I'm used to back in Australia. And of course, I'm going past a grinder. Oh, he's stopped now. So the technology divide is narrower. I'll keep recording here just so you get the full effect of the jackhammers that go on around the neighbourhood. And it makes it easier for the East to compete with the West. So that West, I don't know if the West is declining there or the East is catching up. I don't even know where I am at the moment. Have I come too far? Oh, I think I have. Okay, let's cross the road and head back the other way. I've overshot the coffee shop. If you can believe that. I might go through to this next street and round the block because I want to get in the shade. Don't actually want to be a beetroot if I don't have to be. The health crisis. You know, you can't afford health in the West. That's broken straight off the bat. MRI here costs you $100 and you can get one tomorrow. So whether the East is realistic or the West has got tickets on themselves, I don't really know the answer there. But something's got to give, because health is health at the end of the day. And what does it cost? $100 here, and $1,000 where I come from. The other thing is the capacity here. I guess it's first world health, but there's not the capacity for people to access that. $100 is a lot of money here. So relatively speaking, it may be the same, but you would think if we truly were a globalised world, there'd be no hospitals in the West, everyone would come to the East. So clearly, globalisation's got a bit of a way to go. Education, that's the one that really stumps me. The youngest daughter here, she's 12, went to school at 10 minutes to 7 yesterday and wrapped up studying at 9:30 last night. So did the school from 7 till 4:30, got home, did a 5:30 till 7:30 English class, a 5:30 till 7 English class, and then a 7:30 till 9:30 maths class. She's having some trouble with maths. So sent her off to someone that's going to get her up to speed with the maths class. But that education is something that's really valued here. But I mean, where I come from in the West, school finishes at 3:15 and the kids are at the park from 3:30 till dark. So is education something that's lacking? So finally, look, to wrap this one up, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'd be interested to know if you think the West is broken, and if you've got a solution for me, that would be good, because something's got to give. We can't keep going the way we're going. So I'm out on the street here. We've got a kid on a bike here with another kid on the back with a racket and a motorbike with a trailer. This is the Amazon delivery guy, but he's actually shoppy, I think. There's no stopping as you come straight out of this street onto the main road. And these ladies come here to take photos every afternoon of their beauty and the beauty of the shop. I really want to go across to this one over here, but it's a little bit in the sun at this stage. I might have to... Now boys, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for liking the videos. I'd be interested in your comments on this one. I know it's a tough topic for you on YouTube, but if you ever spend any time living in the East, you'd have to think the West is breaking fast. It can't go on as it is. The economics aren't there. The social unrest is getting unbearable. The influence the West once had has gone. The technological divide has been closed. Health is unaffordable. If you've got a health issue, you're not going to survive in the West. You're going to go bankrupt. Education is more valued, I think, in the East, so that's catching up. So the future outlook is that there's going to be less of a divide between the East and the West, and there's just the ascendancy of the East. Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. It's only a short one today. I've got to get in and have a coffee. I will send you a few, I'll take a few shots here at the street and intersperse them back between this video, so you would have seen them already, because it is a very picturesque place. So let's go and do that. This is the photo queens here. These ladies taking a photo. These ladies taking a photo. I'll just bugger up their photo and go in and order a drink.